So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everybody, it's a new episode of Oh Hong Kong. I'm sitting here with my buddy, my best friend.
Wait, what? Best
What?
friend?
You got upgraded after
wow.
about 4 years of doing this together. Finally, I
200
acknowledge.
episodes later, you're like, fine.
Yeah, fine. I
I'll
like
take
you
it.
a little bit more now. How are you, man?
I'm okay. I'm excited. This is the 200th episode, and I feel that we have upped our game. We really have.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we're doing something different. Normally, we get guests on the podcast just so that we don't have to talk so much because we're
Yeah.
not really best friends. But we have to put it on the show.
I have to come all the way up your damn hill. to
Yeah,
come
exactly,
To,
yeah.
I walk for 10 minutes for this. It's like
Hey, I
really-
make the episode at 11 a.m. so you can take the 10 a.m. escalator upwards.
Yes,
right? I'm a
that is
kind
true.
person.
Very
and kind soul.
convenient. Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, we have guests, and we have every now and then. Sometimes we double down. We get 2 guests.
Yes.
We've had 3 guests before, but
We
the problem-
actually had in Melbourne. We had about 6 guests at the same time.
Yeah, but
6
that's
or
different.
7.
Different country doesn't count.
Yeah, that is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. So and the
Because,
Hong
like-
Kong SAR.
Yeah, with
the-
my little space, no.
The maximum we had was 2 or 3.
Maximum 3 because we don't
3.
have that many
We
chairs.
don't have mics.
Yeah, we don't have mics nor
Yes.
chairs at the moment.
Yes.
To come accommodate
So today for the 200th episode, we have been doing this since what's 200 divided by
52?
52.
It's a little bit over 4 years ish.
We also stopped for about 6 months because I literally got prosecuted, but that's a different story.
That's a different story for your own reasons, but
Yes. Okay, so for the 200th, we decided to go all out.
all out. Now
I brought you a bunch of guests.
I
like
don't know,
a
man.
lot of people.
I don't think I believe.
I
that.
will prove it to you.
Okay, I
all
don't
right,
know how
let's
you're
see
gonna
how
do
many
this.
guests we have.
How many guests? Oh my goodness, Mohammed!
There you go.
Did you bring your whole Egyptian family over? What happened?
Actually,
here?
I have one that I flew from Shanghai. Well, he flew himself. I can't afford him.
Yeah.
But he came from Shanghai for this.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have, for the 200th, we have a bunch of people here at the beautiful venue of the Aftermath.
That is right, at the basement on Wyndham Street. Come on down here if you're actually listening to this because we're not here because we finished the recording. But
Exactly.
it's good
Not
to.
how it works at all, Vivek.
In spirit.
Live recording is right now in the room. It's not
Yeah.
where the people are listening.
Oh, I thought you have to be alive and listen to the recording.
Well,
And
they
that's
might be
good
dead
enough.
by the time.
That's okay. But then 200th episode, like the best thing about this is that we have a live audience, which
Yes.
means definitely we can do something different.
Yes.
We can
So
mix things
everyone
up.
is a guest, which means if you guys have listened to the podcast when we have a guest on, we obviously talk to them. And this today you can just talk at us, and we have a mic for you.
We
so you
have
can
a
just
wireless mic. Make
Yes.
that clear.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's
That
true.
was an
Yes.
investment right there.
So yeah, you can pass the mic around. You can basically pretty much interrupt and ask whatever you want. We'll do some acknowledgement as well for some past guests on the podcast that are here in the room tonight. But yeah, we'll just give you the mic here. And as we explained before, the mic, you need to turn it on if you're talking, but just keep it on for now. Anyone can just raise their hand and get the mic. Get the mic across, but to do a little bit of warm up slash what do they call it? break the
breaking
ice.
the ice. Yeah.
And I prepared a few things that actually will get you guys engaged with us. One is how well do you know us, and 2 is how big of a fan of the podcast are you?
Yeah. So let's be honest. A lot of you
Exactly.
do.
Let's see who is here randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Like half the people in the room have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, because scientifically proven that a lot of people, when they work, they use different types of noise. There's pink noise, there's white noise. Clearly, our podcast is brown noise. You have that. All right. So, whether that's your reason, we will know by
Yeah.
simply asking questions you should know, should be paying attention to each and every episode that we've done so far.
Okay, let's
Right.
start with a really easy one. And again, the mic, where is the mic?
Mic's
Yeah,
over
you
there.
guys just like, if someone knows the answer, you can just raise your hand and grab the microphone so we can get you.
Now,
for-
one simple thing though we have to clarify is that when you answer the question, we need to make sure that you are in fact human and you belong and everything. So therefore, before you give us the answer, you have to say, "Hi, I am XXXX,"
It's true.
and the answer is so and so, like that.
Yeah,
right?
you can actually have a made up name if you don't want your name publicly on the
Exactly.
biggest podcast in Central.
Or if you want to get someone in trouble, use their name, and then go to work on Monday. Be like, "What the hell, man?"
Also,
What
there's
are
a
you
few
doing?
people who are here, like very close friends of mine. So I'm gonna veto the 3 people sitting in the back here.
Yeah.
You guys cannot answer any of these questions because you know everything. Cassie, by the way, is one of the main previous guests before. Give it up for Cassie Thomas, everyone.
Yeah.
Cassie has been featured multiple times, run runs a meme group on Facebook. That's her job, Chaotic Hong Kong Expats. And on the opposite side, we have a fantastic previous guest, Mr. Ben Cowling, sitting with us here today. A professor. Yeah, sorry, he corrected. You guys can give him the mic. We can give Ben.
Like, yeah, if you've been coughing a lot and stuff, that is the person to go up to. Be like,
so who is listening during COVID? Ben, very quickly, thanks for coming back on, unintentionally, but very good. Actually, we did this whole thing so we can catch up with you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ben, you came on a few times during COVID, and now you disappeared again.
Yeah.
Because nothing is happening.
Which is good.
Exactly,
Yeah, it's good.
exactly. We're catching
for
up.
epidemiologists, if you don't hear from them, it's good news.
Exactly.
If you don't hear from them.
It's really good to have you. We actually had a few people who asked us about you, like, where did you go after COVID? They're like, did they fire him?
Not yet.
So very briefly, what are you working on these days? After is COVID over?
Kind of. Is definitely quiet now, thankfully.
Okay.
So I'm having a bit of a rest. But not a complete rest. Still working at the university, busy on various
Wait, COVID
projects.
is working at the university?
I'm still working at the university.
you're still
COVID's having a break. COVID's having a break.
For a second, I was like, I just went to Hong Kong.
yeah.
You just recently. I'm in trouble now.
One last question for you, Ben. When is the next COVID?
Not for many, many years, hopefully. I'm a
Wow.
little bit worried about H5 in the US. The bird flu now in cows. Moo
Okay.
flu. They call it moo flu. It's a bit worrying, but hopefully not too worrying.
Moo flu is a great
Moo flu.
name, by the way.
Yeah, moo flu. It's weird. It's weird. It's really weird. It's in the udders of the cows, right?
What?
So the H5
Yeah.
is a bird flu.
Yeah.
It occasionally infects humans, and in cows in the US, it's infecting their udders.
I don't know what that means.
Udders, the milk.
The milking part.
So
What?
there's a ton of virus in milk.
All right, that's one way to go,
And
vegans.
if you go to a supermarket in the US and you buy a pint of milk off the shelf and
Yeah.
you take it to the lab, you can find fragments of H5 virus.
Thanks, Ben. You always
Yeah.
bring good news.
Yeah.
Take the mic off him, please. Give it up for Professor Ben Cowling, everyone.
Oh man, I feel like normally it's big pharma behind all of these. I think it's big Oatside or something, one of these oat companies.
Yeah,
you know.
Oatly. one of these
Oatly,
fucking
Oatside,
companies.
all the Oatsum, whatever they are nowadays. They got all
All right,
this-
so for people who are not my three best friends sitting in the back here.
Wait. I was your best friend. Calm down.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry. You got
Ouch.
downgraded quickly.
Oh, yeah,
He
exactly.
flew from Shanghai. What the hell did he do?
I
he
crossed
walked
the
down
road.
from Kane Road.
I crossed the road. I literally crossed the road. I looked both ways. All right.
I suggested that we do this at another venue, and he's like, "No, this one is too close
Yeah,
to
not
my
happening.
house."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm not walking more than
By
5
the way,
minutes.
also Alicia from the Aftermath here, very quickly, because we come do stand up here sometimes, and she said, "Hey, your podcast audience look like they have money."
Yeah.
As opposed to the regular stand-up audience. She's like, no. Actually, her words were, they look like they have jobs. That's
Yeah.
the exact word. Clearly, she never met Cassie, but, everyone else, you guys look like you have jobs, according to Alicia from the Aftermath.
Yeah, so that's very impressive that we're attracting such an audience. But the problem is this, looks can be deceiving. So whether they are smart, they might look smart, but whether
Yes.
they're smart, we will find out real soon in this little quizzy that we're
Okay,
prepared
yeah, a little quizzy. Let's start with an easy one. What is Vivek's girlfriend's name?
for. Ooh, right over there.
All right,
Somebody
we
pass the
need
mic
a
over here.
mic here.
I'm talking my current girlfriend, all right? Current.
I hope he says the wrong name. It'll be hilarious.
I don't know how long the list would be.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Rahul, longtime listener of the podcast, and Vivek's girlfriend's name is Gloria.
Wow.
Nice. All right, give it up for Rahul, everyone.
Rahul, why do you know this?
right,
This
very
is not
easy.
good. You should not be proud of that. You should be ashamed that
All right,
you know this
next
information.
one. How many apartments does Vivek own?
Oh, snap. We got,
All right,
wait, hold on. Right, this gentleman over here in a suit, I feel like he's a real estate
Okay,
agent.
suit, yeah.
Now, before you answer the question, though, first things first is that, do you have anything to do with real estate?
Oh.
You don't have anything to do with real estate.
Okay,
Okay,
no.
so there's no conflict of interest. There's no you're trying to sell me and be like, you get a third, a fourth, or a fifth, or sixth, or something like that.
No.
All right. So again,
He does have the suit for it.
He does have the super.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so please answer. How many, according to Mo's research, how many apartments do I technically own?
My name is Sessa, and
Yeah.
the answer is 2.
Oh,
I think that's technically wrong.
that is technically. You could say technically kind of wrong-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like-
because we did mention before that there is how many, Vivek?
Technically 3 in total.
There you go. 3.
Technically
yes.
3 in total. Yeah, exactly. So it's a very long, complicated thing. However, in full technicality, legally, I own 1, but
Okay,
I'm
wow.
paying
Okay,
for
I'm also
3.
wrong. Yeah, he's paying for 3.
I'm paying for 3.
He's paying mortgage on 3.
It sucks. Like, this is the life of comedy, man. You're like, oh, this guy's all optimistic and happy. I'm like, no, you think I want to do these gigs? I don't want to do these gigs. I want to go
Yes.
home and sleep. But no.
Which is a perfect segue. This episode is sponsored by Vivek's apartment in Saimpon. If you want to rent it,
Yeah, exactly.
this is actually why we want to brought this up. We wrote this question on purpose.
Exactly.
So
This
it's
is
how many
the-
rooms and
It's basically, I believe it is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's around almost 4.5, 5 rooms. It's 2 en suites. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a long story. I'm paying for something I can't even live in. All right, you have no idea how stupid this whole thing is. But the idea is, if you're really like if you're bored and you have no family, or you do have a lot of family, call me. I will not negotiate, and don't give me all the Patreon. If anything, if you tell me you're a Patreon subscriber, I'll probably up the price anyway. So yeah.
that is true. Okay, next question. How many siblings do I have?
Ooh, Muhammad Magdi is the stage name, but how many siblings?
Oh my
does-
God! All right, you guys are big fans.
So let's
right.
be something clear, Muhammad.
People who are not obviously very close to me. Again, there is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These table 5.
Muhammad, give us a range. Do we have a range? 1 to how many?
What do you think? How many siblings?
Dude,
well, I
I
guess
don't
from the
know.
Middle East it could be 12. Okay,
That's my
fine.
point, yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, it's somewhere between 0 and 5.
0 and 5.
Yeah,
Wow.
okay.
All right.
I am getting 3 here. But no, that's
I think
wrong.
he flipped you the bird, man.
Yeah.
Everyone was
Okay.
like,
Yeah. You just.
go-
Anyone? from the
Anyone want to
okay.
go with a wild guess? Now, looking at
my
Muhammad's face,
God.
he is one of either 0 to 5. 0 being no siblings, as
I
in he
am
doesn't
pretty
exist.
sure I mentioned this is how much of a fan these people are. I mentioned many times that I am the middle child. The
Oh.
podcast. Exactly. What does that mean?
So that itself tells you it should be an odd number.
Yes, exactly. Middle child is only one thing. Aaron, you're still giving me wrong. You're giving me a lot of fingers. Still like 4. Okay, middle child. There you go. I'm getting 2 in the back. Yes, I'm the middle child. Means
So 2 plus 1 is?
is 3.
Ah.
No, it's 3 including me.
That's what I mean. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
So
thank
hence why
you.
I'm saying like 3. Obviously, like the total number is an odd number. So now
okay.
we're learning something new about Muhammad. Now, can I ask you real quick?
Yes.
Are you going to ask about the gender of your siblings?
I did I say brothers? No. Well, one of them is fluid. I don't know.
Let's
He's not, but no,
Now
no,
he
just
is.
two male people.
Now they are.
Yes.
right.
Now they.
Yeah, exactly.
The they is 2 of them together, not
Exactly.
separately.
They're fluid. Right
They
over
are
there.
fluid. Yes. All right. Why does Vivek hate the outdoors?
Oh, this one's a good one. People should.
He has not seen these questions before. by
Yeah,
the
I
way.
haven't seen these questions, but
Yeah,
why if you've
This
ever
is a topic that comes up. Actually, we can open it up to you guys as well if you do know the answer.
it's the closest
there you go.
description. Like,
you
yeah,
pass
it doesn't
the
have to
mic
be word
in the
for
back
word.
here. Yes.
All right, let's just pass the
Because
mic over to Cassie, please.
this did come up many times on the podcast.
Yeah, just switch
to
on the
why
mic.
Vivek hates the
So
outdoors.
Cassie, please introduce yourself. Use whatever name you want to be. If you want to
Cassie,
advertise, do
previous
it.
guest as well.
Yes.
Mohammed Magdi. Cassie.
They
Wow,
are-
your English got worse.
Yeah, Mohammed, they are you now. you know?
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
It's because he has overactive sweat glands.
Oh no, that's not the usual reason.
Yes, that's
I
not
do
the
have
usual reason,
very
yeah.
active sweat glands. I'll admit that. But then again, different weather, different outdoors.
Yeah, we can all smell it now.
Yeah, but the outdoors, it doesn't matter if I'm slope or downhill. It's like just the idea of being outdoors, nature, that kind of stuff. What is the reason I don't like it?
I don't know. I just thought it was the sweating thing. Just visually.
That sounds a little bit racist given his race and yours.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you
Comparatively.
talking about? I'm Mohammed Magdi.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Okay, so one more. Yeah.
So just
One more
again,
guess.
If you have listened to the podcast before, we would discuss every now and then about, oh, it's great to go out, or like Mohammed talking about hiking and going outdoors.
Yes.
And I would usually always have a certain phrase I say, which is a 3-word phrase. And would just shut him down where he's like, okay, I guess you don't care about this so much. Well, why do I not like the outdoors? There's a reason behind the lack of interest to the outdoors. Do you know what it is? It's related to a lot of times when I'm discussing things with Mohammed on the podcast, my reasoning to do many things has one
Yes,
key
there
element.
is a very key element to it. It's basically Vivek's catchphrase.
Yeah.
In a way, you can come back to it. We can come back to that later if you guys don't have.
I think.
Oh
yes,
yeah, there you go.
We
We
have
one.
an audience.
Garen, another
Yeah.
previous
tell you-
guest
yeah, who are
slash
you?
comedian.
3-time guest, first-time listener.
Yeah.
Garrett Chu.
Nice.
3 words: no air conditioning.
Okay,
Nice.
that's also
Yes,
in the right
yeah, yeah.
direction, but
Yeah.
that is not the most specific reason why. Okay, but no air conditioning, definitely. It's a comfort issue, yes, but we're getting there. 'Cause
Yeah.
anybody else, again, remember, a lot of times when I talk on the podcast, you will find that I'm always busy with doing stuff and something's happening.
Yeah.
So right over there, we have someone, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Who are you today? Oh, you gotta turn on the mic. Hey, it's okay.
No one
Peter.
can hear that. It's fine. Okay, you can say it again now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I said I'm stupid. I'm fine with
Hey.
that. Yeah, it's a waste of time.
Oh, right over
Nice,
there.
there you go.
Correct. It's all
Yes.
about time. It's about the
Yes.
efficiency matter. Going outdoors, like I always say, I go outside, I see the tree. I'm like, technically, I could have turned on my computer and seen the tree on the screen. Why am I going all the way to see the same thing in like, probably lower resolution? I have better lighting on my computer and stuff like that. Secondly, it's inefficient as in I'm not getting any ROI. There's no return on this investment. I look at a tree, I'm like, and what do you want me to do?
Welcome
And-
to my life, talking to this guy.
And the phrase is always, I get it. You talk
Yes.
to any comedian from Asia, and they will tell you the story of Vivek going to a beach with all the comedians. I look at the ocean, I'm like, I get it. No, what do you want me to do with this?
That's Vivek's
Yeah.
signature phrase.
Yeah.
When you tell him something or to do something or take him somewhere, he goes, yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's the ocean, it's the sky. I absorbed it. I'm feeling in peace. Okay, what do you want to do now? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so my whole thing is because it's
So your
once I-
ROI is just like needs to...
Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
again, my reasoning and anybody, including my girlfriend Gloria, will say the same thing. She'll know that I will go to the beach, I will see it, and I'll be like, "What's the objective here?" She's like, "To enjoy it. I've just enjoyed it. I did that already. What are we doing next?" She's like, "No, you can continue." I'm like, "Why would I keep doing something I already did? Like, there's no ROI of any of that anymore." Hence why outdoors I don't like it so much. Not because I'm like, "Oh, I want to be a computer," but the whole idea is that I go there, I see nature, I'm like, "And how is this improving my career?" All that kind of stuff. Right? We have an add-on.
Yeah, exactly.
We
Yeah.
have an add-on answer. All right, yeah, just switch it on. There we go.
Hi, so my name's Emily, and so I'm just wondering, so you don't want to go camping?
Why would I own 3 houses. Like, why am I paying mortgage? Like, what is the point? Like, do you not understand the concept? Like, I want to have the options to be under roofs. But camping, like, so let me understand. You go somewhere. You
Oh,
go to,
boy.
Yeah, you go there. You go all the way to somewhere, and then you put this thing together. You're putting to protect yourself should it start raining, and you're like, I don't want to get wet. Okay, you put this stuff up. Should there be like animals and all that stuff, intruders, you want to protect yourself from that. Hence, you have the camp. I've already done all that stuff. I have this thing that's designed for me to be in it. Now, you might say, yeah, but you want to be one with nature. I own 2 plants, so I'm already halfway there. Okay, I look there, and let's be honest, just put the plant in front of your face. It's pretty much all nature, right?
Emily, don't try.
Yeah.
It's hopeless.
All right, sorry. I was just gonna ask, what if she wants to go camping?
Gloria,
Yeah.
you have not met my girlfriend.
All right.
No,
Cool.
actually, she loves the beach and everything. So generally, the rule
So
is...
he would also just send her by herself.
Yeah, I'll tell her, just go nuts, enjoy. I have no
Yes.
problem. I have no problem other people enjoying it. I'm like, well, but what's it for me? However, I'll be honest with you, this is why I keep myself busy. So there's no chance for her to guilt me into going to the beach with her. Do you get it? I'm like, I'm doing this for us, I'm taking this gig because She's like, fine, I'll go there myself. But yeah, I say all this now, but I guarantee you, should the day come, she's like, Viv, we're going to the beach. I'm like, we go to the beach. Yeah, we do that. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
But I'll sit there getting it the whole time. I'm like,
The
I'm
whole
here.
time we just...
I'm
I
just
get
getting it.
Yeah.
Will you get in the water?
Well, again, the water, it depends which water. If it's Hong Kong water, do you want to get in the water? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
right?
probably not.
I mean, let's admit it, right? And that's the
Depends how
moment.
far away from
Yeah.
this.
Exactly,
part of-
yeah.
Yeah.
Say that again?
Even his dog.
Your dog won't get in the water?
Oh.
Even
Batman couldn't get in the water.
Even Batman couldn't get in the
Oh,
water.
yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
He
yeah,
was
the
like, no, I'm
Bale-
just jumping off
Bale
IFC. That's
Batman.
pretty much it. Like, leave me alone, right? I'm not touching that. No, but that's where I can get her back. We go to the beach. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
go to the
true.
ocean. She's like, no. I'm like, don't you want to be with nature? At home, the water at home in the bathtub, pretty clean, right? This stuff not happening.
That's how
right?
much of a baller this guy is. He has a bathtub.
Hold on, not in the house I live in though. The house I live in doesn't have
Oh
one,
yeah, not the one
unfortunately,
you're living in, but
Yeah, the one I'm
other
paying for does.
One
yeah.
of the
Anyway.
ones.
Yeah, all right, but that's a good point. Yeah, so camping. So hence why the outdoor thing. You will very rarely see me happily going hiking. If I'm hiking, I'm probably doing it not happily, but I'm doing it and nonetheless. But yeah, that's a good point. That's a good
Let's
question.
switch to how big a fan you are. Where did we record our 100th episode?
Ooh, Aaron's got his.
All
hand
right,
up.
yeah,
Let's see.
we got a
we have another
hand
guest.
up here.
Okay, we'll pass it. All right, who are you today? Yeah, upwards. Yeah, snap it
Yes,
upwards.
there
we
you go.
All right. My name's Aaron, and I think you recorded your 100th episode at the lovely Sun Yat-sen Park.
Nice, give it up for Aaron,
Whoa.
everyone.
I thought he's gonna just say park. I was like, he's
No.
gonna generalize it, but Aaron
Yeah.
did the whole Sun Yat-sen
Yeah,
and added lovely
perfect.
because Patriots only, right? We know that you have to
Yeah.
approve that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
we
Everything
did
is
record
lovely
it,
in Hong Kong.
and I actually just checked on the one of the fans had a nice camera that day.
Yeah.
and he gave us like a lovely photo, and I checked the date on it today,
Uh-huh.
and it was 2022. So there you
Wow,
go.
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
we
while.
have aged
Yeah.
terribly.
Don't remember the month or the day, but I looked at the year.
Yeah.
and it was 2022.
It was
Very
two
well.
people.
It was.
Yeah, because it was that 2 people rule. during
That
the
is correct. Yeah, wow, you really are. Yeah, it was because of the 2 people rule. We couldn't actually do a gathering like this for the 100th episode.
Yeah.
So we needed to wait for 2 more years. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
2 people rule.
Should have timed it better, right? I mean, like, we did clarify it was the 100th episode,
Exactly.
you know? Like, but you were like,
anything
nah.
related to COVID now, I just blame it on Ben.
Yeah.
It's great. Thanks, Aaron. All right, one more question and then we'll move on to the next thing. Who is Vivek accused of plagiarizing a joke from?
Ooh.
Vivek,
Have
that was
you?
was a story. There you go. We can pass it on to
All right, we'll pass the
gentleman
mic over to
Rahul.
you. Right.
There you go.
Can you do it? You can put on a voice and please someone else if you want
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Miti's husband.
Nice.
Oh, and one point she wanted to say. Sorry, before.
Yeah, go on.
It's okay.
She's like, you did your 100th episode in Sun Yat-sen Park, I remember. And she's like, that means he was in nature.
See? No,
Ah,
no, no.
wow.
Gray area.
Only
gray area.
yes, gray area. I will answer that for
Yeah.
him. It's because it was work. That's why.
Yeah.
If it's work, you can actually get him to actual hell,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he will do it if you're paying him.
You should see some of the ads I've done before.
Yes.
They made me go to place. I'm like, okay, sure, I'm on the
Yes.
clock. I'll do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
However, we did step outside of the grass area. We were on the cement area. I needed a little, comfort zone. We did that, and also I had the mask on, so I wasn't inhaling nature either. Right? This is
They
all
made
art.
us have the mask on. The security people would come constantly to us while we're recording. Clearly, we're like recording something, and they just make us put the mask back on while recording because Hong Kong makes a lot of sense.
Don't we love like park security people? They come up there and
Oh.
they see you having fun. They're like, no.
Yeah, not on my watch.
Yeah, this is not what the park is meant for.
No.
This is a zoning thing. It's not
I
a
take
joy
my
thing.
dog. I go ahead and report me if you want. I take her to that park, but after midnight. Because that's where everyone leaves. And she loves that park because it's so big and she runs around in the grass. But during the day, good luck trying to get anything on that park. It's like, I don't know what they're protecting it from, honestly. They're growing it for 6 months of the... All right, I'm going to stop this.
Yeah, it's a little romantic thing.
Yeah.
See, I don't
Makes
have
me
that
so
problem.
mad.
I never complain about shit like
Exactly,
that.
you
You know
never
why? Because I
complain
don't go there. I don't go to all these places with problems. Anyway, okay.
Oh, yeah. You have never answered the question. Who is Vivek accused of plagiarizing a joke from?
Oh, I hope this is the answer, obviously. Wasn't it yourself in another language?
Correct. Yeah, nice.
Damn, right?
Nailed
Oh
it.
my goodness. Now this is stalker level
Yeah,
interest.
yeah.
And I was like, now I'm worried.
I mean, yeah, where else would you go from the Patreon? I think you can just
Yeah.
live in his house.
Yeah,
now.
you pretty much know.
You're one of the 3. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
quickly, you can tell
So
us.
real quick, what happened is honestly on my Instagram, someone I have a video to
Oh,
talk
what's
about.
Instagram Vivek, by the way?
Oh, funny Vivek. Don't
Yeah.
go to the other one, which is yours, which is.
The other Muhammad.
Yeah, okay. So basically, the whole thing happened is the one day I put this video of me press a joke about how happiness in Hong Kong is when you're alone in the lift, you press the door close button while your friend is running towards the lift, right? That's the joke. There's an English video and a Cantonese video. Put it online. First of all, that was never intended to go viral, but it is the way it is. It went viral. People loved it, all that stuff. And then someone actually left a comment on my Cantonese video. And they said, you stole this joke. And I replied, I'm sorry, who would I steal this from? And they sent me my English video saying I stole that from this person. And I was like, what? Right? And it really made me think, I'm like, I understand, they all look the same. And all. I get it. That's racist. I get it. But like, when the same Indian looks the same and you don't acknowledge that's racist. Okay? That hurts even more.
Comedian Tim Chan, local comedian, has a joke about Guaylo beer. And he jokes about how the name itself is racist because, like, it's Guaylos drinking Guaylos. And one of his lines is, they teach you how to racist yourself.
Yeah.
Which is such a funny line from a Chinese guy who does not speak very good English. So he thinks it's good English, not knowing that how to racist yourself is not a sentence.
Exactly. And this is coming from someone who used to teach English
Exactly.
in mainland China, right?
Yes,
Right,
exactly.
the Muhammad still correcting them even though you're out of the job.
Well, thank you, Vivek. Thanks for reminding everyone. Did we all submit the questions/comments?
Yes.
Give you a few minutes if you haven't. We'll pass it around a bit.
Yeah.
And then I want to get into this because I think this will take a little bit of time.
Oh, definitely, right.
Yeah.
So on top of that, actually, the funny thing is right now some people have asked us, hey, so everything you see right now in this live recording, all this equipment on this table here is thanks to all our Patreon subscribers, right? Patreon
Yes.
subscribers, so thanks to you we have, there we go. Make some noise for yourself, yeah.
Thank you.
Hold on a second. Not the non-Patreon subscribers. You don't clap for yourself, right?
Yes.
So, the mixer, the mics, the cables, everything. The batteries I pay for myself, the electricity, mine as well.
All right.
Right? Just want to clarify. However, everything else that you see on this table is in fact.
Actually,
thanks to
there
their
is someone
support.
here though you would remember, but you don't know her name or face.
I'm loyal to my girlfriend. I would never remember.
All
her
right.
name, face.
Yeah, I brought two of your exes here.
Yay.
He is in the back. Anyway.
That's why we broke up.
No, actually, so during COVID, when we were promoting the Patreon and all of that, we got so excited, you and I, because someone paid for an entire year. Which is not very unusual. Like Patreon gives you the option to pay for a whole year, but no one really does that, right? And someone did pay for an entire year. Turns out that's my friend Katie, who's right here.
Hey!
Wait.
Hold on,
Give
we
her
gotta
the
give
mic
give the
because
mic. Yeah,
later.
I feel like she's got to explain herself.
Exactly, she might
Right,
need
hold on
to
a second.
explain
Let's turn on
this.
the mic and make sure that we can hear you properly. All right, Katie, please tell us.
Hi, I'm Katie. I used to listen to your podcast.
All right, that's not a good start.
Whoa.
All right.
I listened to your podcast in the mornings.
Yes.
And at the time, my husband used to drive me crazy because he couldn't tolerate the rules in Hong Kong. And I listened to him bitch every day. But when he said it, it wasn't funny. You said the same things.
Oh, bitching
When
about
you
those things
said
in
it
Hong
was
Kong.
funny.
Ah,
Yes,
yeah.
nice.
And I have a steady income. I'm a teacher. There's always kids somewhere.
Yeah.
And I
Stop
was like-
bragging.
I was like, you had to buy me a coffee, and so I was gonna buy you a coffee, and I was like, oh, it's only like 100 Hong Kong dollars or something, so I'll get a couple. I got a bunch,
Yeah.
not realizing it's U.S. dollars.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was. Yes, we have
And
a
then-
buy me a coffee, which you can still do, by the way. Buy me a coffee. And yes, so you thought you bought 100 of them?
I bought a bunch. I don't even know how many it was. No.
And we got so
And-
excited because I think you did the equivalent of 4,000 Hong Kong dollars of coffees.
It was like a 100 U.S. dollars.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
not
yeah.
that much, but
Which is fine, but
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yes.
that I made this mathematical error.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or realizing the currency until my husband heard the episode.
Oh, I was
And
talking
he
about.
listened to
Whoa!
it.
I can't believe someone.
oh,
did
we
it.
got you in
And
trouble.
my husband said like, some girl named Katie bought a lot of coffees. I was like, that was me.
Thank
Someone
you, Katie.
need-
Give it up for Katie, everyone.
Let me just say-
here, even though you're not on the Patreon, here's a free drink ticket. There you go.
All I can say is someone should have stayed in school during math class. Yeah.
She is a
Hey.
teacher. How dare you?
Well, she didn't say she teaches math. You don't teach math.
I
right?
hope she doesn't.
You little
Yeah,
kid.
it doesn't matter if you.
Yeah, true. They
mess
wouldn't
them
know
up.
numbers. All right, that's okay,
All right,
yeah.
can we get that bucket?
The bucket. Oh, we have the questions ready. Oh, wow, this is good.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, let's do it. This will be
this
fun.
is the moment of truth.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Now, what's gonna happen here is Mohammed's gonna take out a sheet of paper with
Oh yeah,
either
we
hand.
can do one each actually.
Okay,
just
okay,
to
okay,
keep
okay.
It,
Let's do that. All right.
all
So
right,
these are questions
yeah.
we don't know who it's from.
It could
whatever,
be comments as
anyone.
well. It can be.
And if
I
they-
hope it's mean stuff.
Yeah.
There you go. Please tell us the best dad joke. That's right for you.
Oh
yeah.
man.
Please tell us the best dad joke, and it's.
I guess it's like one of
Smiley
those like,
face.
oh hey, Dad, do I look right? No, you can look left too. Stuff like that, you know. You're
That's
like, ugh.
no. This is not. Don't even laugh at that. That's terrible.
Right?
Vivek, try again.
Other dad jokes? Oh my god! Like, first of all, I have such a bad relationship with my dad.
Is
That
there
really
a-
hurts.
There is a drink, bar stuff. You can help me. There is a drink called Grasshopper. Is that true? Yeah, right. Okay, I know a dad joke. Yeah, there you go. There is a grasshopper. Grasshopper walked into a bar, and the bartender said, "Hey, we named the drink after you." He goes, "You named the drink Steve?" There you go.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Clearly, better relationship right
yes.
there.
Thank
right.
you. That's a good one. That's I like to
Yeah,
hear that.
that's how it works.
All right, I've never heard your podcast. Intrigue me. Why should I listen?
Wow.
Someone
came to be a challenger. They're like, I'm going to go to this live recording and tell them I never listened to your recording. Convince me why I should continue staying. Like, you made all the effort to come here to say, like, tell me why I should not go home now.
Actually, I would say just by default, it's the only comedy podcast being produced in Hong Kong. So if you want to hear anything about the stand-up comedy scene in Hong Kong, you just listen to this podcast because there is no competition.
Yeah.
So we're the best one by default. It's not because we're amazing. It's because we're the only... Unless you can start your own podcast to compete with us.
Yeah.
But actually, we also pretty much get everyone who is doing something interesting in Hong Kong. This is on a bit of a serious note. Like anyone who's doing something cool or interesting, we try to get them on to tell their story to our audience. So, we've had people like Professor Ben, but we also had people who are like, starting new projects like the Flat Iron guys, who are objectively crazy story because, just a couple of years ago, no one has heard of flat iron steak. Now they're popping up everywhere. And it's because they had a shipment of meat that was supposed to go to the Middle East, ended up in Hong Kong. And he's like, what to do with all this meat? Let's just open restaurants. Which is pretty cool. And we'd have not known that story if that guy didn't come on the podcast. So stuff like this that also we enjoy talking to interesting people. So why not give them an audience, right?
Yeah, that's one thing. And also in this day and age, it's all about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And let's be honest, if your podcast listening habits don't have a lot of diversity, you are not in the times of today, right? Number one. And we're doing you a favor by letting you, when you have your end of year Spotify Wrapped, and it says you are a global citizen thanks to our podcast. That's the diversity, all right? And the inclusion aspect of it, please include our podcast in your listing as well. And the equity is by giving us the money, by being Patreon subscribers, we can now enjoy the white person's life as well, all right? So then we have our equity.
Actually, by we, he means him.
That's true, yeah, that is true, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm in Shangwan. That's pretty much as high as you can get for a poor artist.
Yeah,
who's not working his dick off until he dies at 50. That's you in 4 years.
You're wasting time going to the beach, right? Like no one's paying there.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I go to the beach so much, my beard just started turning blonde. Turns out it's actually from the sun. I'm not even joking. So I should stop being outdoor more. Yeah, and meanwhile, you're all just going gray.
I'm just going gray.
Yeah,
right?
From working too much.
Working too much and basically not enough sunshine to burn up the gray into black again.
Exactly.
But also our podcast is very motivational and inspiring because when you listen to Mohammed's life and you're like, I never want to be like that, you're like, I'm gonna work hard today.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
And hopefully you listen to what I'm living, you're like, I can never be that either. Then you balance it off with work-life balance as well. So it's very intriguing.
Pretty much
in that
every story that we have of something we did, it's usually him flying first class and me being smuggled in a carriage of something.
Absolutely.
If you go back to the episode from New Year's Eve last year, exactly a year ago, we shared stories about our respective New Year's Eve gig, and I had actually the worst gig in my entire comedy career while he was being showered in caviar or some shit.
I was at wasn't it the Hong Kong Golf Club? I was over there with like all the high flyers going like, oh, Happy New Year. They're like, yes, have a drink on us. I'm like, yeah, all that
I
stuff.
was bombing to a bunch of rich people in Clearwater Bay. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Just go back
same moment, dude.
The exact
Can
same
you believe
moment.
the exact same moment? I'm like, all right, everyone have a good night. You're like, oh, please, I just want to end this tonight.
I had a guy walk up to me during my set, performing to rich people right before midnight. He goes, what, are you supposed to be a comedian? I'm like, yes. He goes, is this funny? I'm like, no. He's like, I don't hear. Oh, he said, I don't hear anyone laughing. That's how bad it was.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No, on top of that, just to after the countdown.
Yes.
I was walking on the seaside from the golf club all to Ocean Park MTR station. It's a beautiful walk, right? I'm looking at the ocean thinking like 2024 is going to be a great year. Such a great start to the year. And that time you were where?
Yes, I was in a taxi.
You were in a taxi?
Looking at the fireworks go up while I can't even be like outside on the street, look at the fireworks.
Yeah.
I was seeing it from the window of the taxi.
Yeah, so again, DEI, it's about inspiring, helping the poor, helping those that are needy, and also helping us chase our dreams as well. All right, let's go to the next question.
All right, I have Mo, where is your girlfriend? She is in Australia, where she is from. So she would be frank. Yeah, she's in Australia. She had some medical stuff. She came on the podcast as well. She shared some of it. But she has medical stuff. She's fine now. She'll come back, and by the time you listen to this, like about a week or two from now. So yeah, come back. She's a wedding celebrant. So now in Australia, because the weather is getting a little warm, because opposite fucking, how does it work?
The Southern Hemisphere.
Thank you, that word.
Yeah.
Yes, they're in the south. Yes.
There's a reason I have the 3 houses and he doesn't.
So it's getting warm, so it's wedding season right before Christmas. So they do a bunch of weddings and stuff. So she's doing that, and hopefully she'll bring some money back. All right, next question.
I need that. Yeah.
Otherwise, me and my dog are gonna be
cheese
homeless.
only. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, there is a long one. Vivek, you wanna read it? I read about.
Oh,
that's really long.
Okay, small handwriting.
Okay.
With the new Kai Tak Stadium, do you think that could attract more big-name comics to come? If so, who would you like to see who hasn't come before? All right, with the new Kai Tak Stadium, that's like 60,000 seater, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the only comedian who I think could fill that in Hong Kong is probably Ali Wong.
Ah.
is probably the only one who can fill that many people in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else.
I guess
Not even like a Dave Chappelle can fill that much in
not
Hong
in
Kong.
Hong Kong. I think
No.
like, even Kevin Hart may not be able to.
No,
to hit
I don't
that.
think
Jimmy
so
O
either.
Yang, oddly enough, for some reason, the number of talk I've got with people in Hong Kong talking about Jimmy O Yang as being like, oh my god, will we ever come to Hong Kong? It is because he's from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is that we've got someone who left Hong Kong, made it big in the States,
Yeah,
is
and he
coming
makes
back.
a lot of jokes about Hong Kong as well. Yeah,
And
that's
that
true.
in itself, people will be like, we got to check this guy out. Because, see, Hong Kongers work this way. If you're famous in Hong Kong, they're like, yeah, you're one of us. We don't give a shit about you.
Yes.
But the moment you go overseas and you get approval over there, they're like, we need some of that stuff. Oh my God, this guy must be good.
Yeah.
The exact same joke. They'll pay 3 times the price just because you went overseas, performed one show. And they're like, this is the best. But yeah, I think Jimmy O Yang may 60,000 seats. Then again, let's be honest, the Hong Kong government
That's
will
a
probably
lot of-
intervene and
Yeah.
sell like 50,000 of those seats to whatever.
Yes, because social distancing for some
All
reason.
that stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like I think he and Ali Wong could do it. And
Yes.
They will definitely have to be an Asian.
I think exactly. That's something like we find out as well from running shows is that
Yeah.
like in order to go past a certain limit in Hong Kong, you have to have some sort of local connection in terms of like being Asian or like,
Identity
you know,
and stuff.
identity
Initially,
and
yeah,
stuff. So I think Ali Wong could be and Jimmy O Yang maybe.
Yeah, that might happen. And if we play our cards right soon enough, this really, really funny comedian called Vivek Mabud. No, I'm kidding. 60,000 seats in Hong Kong? No way, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's an Indian wedding. That's not happening, man. I do not want that happening, man. The number of guests and then family I have to invite and talk to. Oh my goodness, never, man. All right, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, but let's see what the whole guy. Hey, did you know that the guy who does the cultural and sports guy just got fired? Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Just today. They just announced it today. Let me just say, when I heard that, I'm like, it's about time. All right. Let me tell you, I've done events where I have to introduce him, and he seems like a nice guy, but he's one of those types of guys that just sits there and just says, like, I'm just going to keep my paycheck. And if you want to do a gig in Hong Kong, call me. I won't call you. It's one of those passive guys, right? And when he got fired, I'm like, well, maybe Kai Tak might actually have Ali Wong now.
Yeah,
right?
true.
It might happen, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah. I'm saying this because he's fired. If he wasn't fired, I'm like, you're such a great, Hong Kong,
I'm
doing all
gonna
that
say he was great all the way because I don't have PR yet. So all of these guys are fantastic. They're doing a great job. Everyone in the government, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Please don't kick me out of the country.
Exactly.
Someone else is asking, worth it to wear masks out indoors or no during flu season? I feel like this question is for someone in the room. If you pass the mic back to him, please. Sorry, Ben, that was not planned, but we literally have the top expert in the room.
No, I mean it's up to you. So I think if you really want to avoid getting flu, you've got to be religious about avoiding it. You can't like wear a mask in here and then get on the MTR back home and take it off, right?
Ooh.
So unless you're willing to be very religious about being very, very careful the entire flu season, I would say probably don't bother, actually.
How about wearing masks during sex?
Not recommended.
Not recommended. Right.
I guess you go that way, Ben. Oh, it turns out you're one of those.
All right. Thank you, Ben.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
now we
yeah.
know. Then again, I mean, wouldn't that be such an interesting social experiment to see how long can you last with masks at every part of your life? Like the moment you see someone and when you wake up in the morning and stuff, the moment you leave your door, your room, I guess you put on the mask. Right? So you have to keep the mask on when you're sleeping if you like live with someone as well in the same apartment? Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
that's-
okay, yeah, that's the,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Well, I
right,
guess
well,
there's no point.
no point then, yeah.
If you're saying you have to be religious about it, might as well.
Yeah.
It's anyone who want to make out? All right. Or no?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. How many blankets and pillows did you steal from Cathay?
Yeah.
Hey! All right. Yeah. This is a common topic that comes up. I am getting 3 in the back from the gentleman at the bar who actually, do you listen to the podcast? No, exactly. So thank you. I'm happy you are stealing as well because this is a point of contention between Vivek and me and some of our listeners as well, including previous guest Nina McGrath, who works for Cathay Pacific. And she said it's basically illegal. And I say sue me because I don't think it's illegal. And you guys can back me up on this. We have a mic in the room. I think when you're paying for a flight ticket, you're entitled to the blanket and the pillow.
So everything removable.
Everything
technically, if you're
removable.
entitled.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And we have someone who also works for Cathay as well.
Oh.
Garen Chu, yes.
Right.
Do you guys remember like Cathay used to have those stone yin and yang salt and pepper shakers that everybody got to use?
Yes.
In economy?
Yeah, they don't have them anymore because everyone kept stealing them. And it cost Cathay Pacific so much money every year.
Oh,
Thank you.
man.
Okay, yeah. So, but you're not saying that we shouldn't have stolen it. Or just you're saying that
It's
they
an
made a bad decision.
Yeah, that's an inconvenience
Exactly.
on their part. I mean, like when you go to the bank and you have to sign stuff, that pen is attached to the wall, right? They could have attached that salt and pepper shaker to the seat. They didn't. That was their problem. You
And
know?
also, the answer is I don't really steal from Cathay because I can't afford them anymore. So I steal from other airlines that I can afford.
So Cathay would actually say you should do that.
Yes, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I said on the episode as well. They should
Right.
actually let me steal them. So, I can advertise them a little bit
Yeah.
on the podcast. I can't
Right.
even afford them. All right, Emily.
We would take all the blankets all the time,
Yeah.
never thinking twice, right? We thought, hey, maybe it's a freebie. And my dad loves those blankets because he likes putting them on when we watch TV.
Yes, they're really good
Because-
quality
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah.
And how much is like all the flight tickets, especially after COVID, got like the prices went up. I have no shame about stealing them. Also, they're great for the beach as well. If you like sit them like a beach, no, seriously, like a beach towel kind of thing. Yeah, I have like 6. By the way, I'm selling them after show. That's our merchandise. This is also a planned question.
Oh, wait, it's not just blankets. I also found out when I was at my parents' house, when I was looking for spoons in the drawer. Oh,
Cathay.
all the spoons.
Yeah, that used to be one of my jokes before. Like, the joke was that people ask me, "How do I decorate my house to make it more Indian?" Now it's like to make sure the blankets are British Airways. And the cutlery has to be Cathay. That's authentic. If it's like Thai Airways, you're like, that's not Indian, dude. We don't do that stuff. Yeah, but no, you're correct. However, this is another thing I can suggest to all the travel agents, like Trip.com, stuff like that. You know how you can have like for 1,000 something, you could cancellation, add another 300, you can
Yes.
have this kind of thing. Have another one that says $100 more, you can keep everything on the plane.
Yeah.
Right? People will pay for that. They're like, I have this little thing on
Yeah,
my
exactly.
ticket.
We're getting someone who literally works for them, does their advertising.
Yeah.
And he is applauding your
Yeah,
your idea.
exactly.
So
Like,
I think that's good.
Because if it's on your ticket, you know that it has a little sign that says, you are entitled to the stuff.
Yes.
You can pay, hey, look at the ticket.
Yeah.
Right? And just do it. And what will happen is you'll then ask for the extra blanket, use one blanket, keep the unopened blanket, take it home,
Yes.
put it on carousel, sell that for $120. Right?
It's such a Hong Kong style.
Yeah.
You're like, you're going to use one and then get a new one and sell it on carousel.
When you go buy new shoes,
Yes.
you try those shoes.
Yeah.
Then you ask them for new ones, don't you?
Oh, yeah, true.
Exactly.
Okay, good
Right?
point.
Exactly. Why would you use shoes? Yeah, Garen.
We actually interviewed the CEO once and asked what the weirdest thing was stolen from a Cathay flight. And more than once, someone has stolen the life jacket.
That is
That is
amazing.
Oh, turn around. Yeah. Right over there. So, upwards, yeah. Upwards. Yes. When it's green, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Go
Hello,
ahead.
hello.
Yeah.
Cassie here. Of course, I have a delinquent story about stealing a life jacket.
Please.
The boat to the Jumbo restaurant. I got really
Rest
drunk
in
at the
peace.
Jumbo restaurant,
Yeah.
and then I came back and I showed up back home when I was 15. My mom was like, "Why are you wearing a life jacket?" I was like, "Thought it'd be funny to
You
steal
stole a life jacket from the Jumbo restaurant that doesn't move.
it." Yeah.
That is amazing. That is actually really, that is way funnier than you guys think. That's really fucking funny. It's going to a restaurant that doesn't leave.
Yeah, but have a life jacket. That is so
Nice.
on brand, Cassie.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
was
very
there.
on brand. Actually, that like later, obviously that restaurant drowned, fucking sunk. That could have used maybe some life jacket.
The irony.
the
No,
irony.
however, I would love to see, like, let's say some parents take their kids to swimming and they actually have the Cathay life jacket on while they're trying to swim. that is another level. Like, yeah, man,
This one is for both of us. What is your latest Hong Kong pet peeve?
Hong Kong pet peeve, the latest one. Let me just think. Actually, there's so many. I'm trying to think. What is
I
the
can
late-
go. I'm just gonna
You go first, you
full
go first.
racist and say mainland tourists. That's it.
Whoa.
Like I'm sorry. That's a problem. Because I live in Taiping Shan, like that, like one little cute street, and we should have some sort of racial profiling situation. This is not like, because people are just coming. They're not even like using like the coffee shops or whatever, which are like overpriced and hipster. I don't care about that. But it's the fact that people are taking photos of absolute fucking nonsense. People are taking photos of just like a basketball court for no reason. It's just a basketball court has been there for like 200 years, and then suddenly people are just standing in front of it. Like kids are playing, and then the bloggers from Xiaohongshu are standing in the middle of the basketball court and having a fucking what is it called?
It's the same
Drone
pose. It's always
thing.
the same
It's
thing.
always
where,
the same pose.
Yeah.
Either it's a selfie stick or a drone, and it's like a lot of it is just a very old neighborhood, and there's some like whatever graffiti, but it's really not special. I live there. It's not special at all. It's also like people take photos of my building, and my building had a shitty paint job that actually was never finished, and people think it's like cool and authentic. I'm like, no, it's a government scam. Because the contractor actually just like kept delaying the paint job until the government just fired them, and they immediately just stopped the paint job. So my building is half painted, and people think it's like cool and like old
Artsy.
style, artsy. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's just a bad paint job.
Ah.
So like, yeah, mainland tourist in my neighborhood, not a fan.
Now, let me ask you this. Like, you know how sometimes people say, oh, I can't see the color. I don't see difference in color and
Yeah.
everything. If someone sees a bunch of Chinese people and they're like, I can't see the difference, is that racist? Like, you know,
I don't know.
like,
Ask the Chinese people in the room. Don't look at me.
I can't tell who's Chinese. I can't tell. They're all people to me, right? I think my pet peeve recently would be people still using the little tissue paper to push the door handles to avoid I
yeah.
don't want any contact. But then they never keep track of which side of the tissue paper they use. So like they keep flipping around. It's like, yeah, but isn't this the bad side that you used? Okay, it doesn't. I guess that's the thing. Okay, sure, whatever, you know. Yeah, that there's a lot because in my building there's a few people who are like, you know, when they see you open the door, they're like, oh, thank God I didn't have to touch that door. Oh God, you know, like
Yes.
it used to be just I'm lazy. Now it's like I don't want to get germs. That's
Right.
the thing now.
Does anyone have pet peeves in the room as well? That
Hong Kong pet peeves. Recent Hong Kong pet peeves. Anybody over here?
Yeah, we have
wanna
one
share?
all the way in the back from the bar. If you guys pass the
All right,
mic.
we'll pass the mic real quick.
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick. Yeah, we'll pass the mic.
And we have a couple more.
Sorry, mine kind of Jimmy, bartender.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine kind of mimics Mohammed. It's the tourist standing on the escalator to mid levels on the left hand side.
Yes.
And then you
yes.
having to
Yeah.
to get past.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's a big problem.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't really fault them too much for that because I take my dog for like a longer walk through IFC, and then we go back on the mid-level escalator, and she stands on the left side, and I try to grab her. It looks like I'm abusing my dog.
Yeah.
But then I have to explain to people that she's from Shanghai. She doesn't know which side.
yeah. She thinks that is the right side.
She's on the right side.
Poor thing.
All
right.
right. We have something you have had to edit out of an episode. Ooh.
Oh wait, no. It's always going to be some guest who asked for something
Yes,
to be
it's
edited
never
out.
anything that we have said that we're like, oh, we shouldn't have said that. It's usually a guest.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen too often. Obviously, if you listen regularly, you'll know that it's all just one straight shot. And it's not because we're amazing at interviewing. It's just out of pure laziness.
Yeah.
That we just want to do the episode in one shot and not had to edit anything.
Yeah.
But I think a couple of people
We've
did
had
ask.
Flatiron. Johnny required
Yes.
a little bit adjustments over there.
He required a
There
little
was-
bit of adjustment. There was a previous guest. I'm gonna try
Wasn't
to.
it the dog rescue lady?
Okay, you're just going for the names. I was gonna say like which there's a previous guest. I'm dancing around. He's like, no, just talking. Okay, you go ahead.
I forget what it was, but she was going on about certain things and would finish it and then suddenly say, oh, you know what? Actually, maybe not. Let's not have that. I'm like,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the point. Then we did one episode where we actually, I believe, used my little gadget to change her voice on the
So
recording.
that one, like people who are like hardcore listeners, maybe 3 years ago, there was an incident in well, not an incident. It's a killing in Lama of a guy who killed. Yes. So yeah, the taxi driver killer, right? And he got caught on Lama Island. And he got caught because of a lady who's like an older English lady who lives on Lama. It's like one of the Lama old-timey. She came on the podcast and told the entire story of meeting him, calling the police, and eventually him getting arrested. But she actually didn't want to use her real name she did use her real first name, but she didn't want to use her voice. So actually changed her voice for the whole episode, and she's out like this.
Yeah.
But it's a great story. If you want to go back to, I don't know what episode number is it,
Yeah.
but it's a great story because she is literally the reason he got arrested. And she was drinking with him for like 4 or 5 hours while she called the cops and tried to make sure that he doesn't go away. And he does not suspect a thing until the cops actually came. But she needed a little bit of adjustment.
a
You're
bit of
right.
that, there was
because
that.
while she was telling the story, she's like, I don't think that's what happened. I'm like, I don't think he's gonna listen to that episode, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. There's
She
no
was
Wi-Fi
kinda-
in jail. Yeah.
It's Hong Kong. Maybe they do.
That's true. Yeah, maybe they do.
There's also someone who was the MD of a famous bakery. I'm not gonna say the name.
The good one.
No,
the good one.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
good one.
The famous bakery. Let's leave it there. But I told him on the podcast that hey, I don't like the bakery
coffee?
is great. The coffee is not
Yeah.
good. And he got very uncomfortable. And then he asked us to edit it out later. Not gonna mention names, so who knows which bakery. But then off air, he was like,
Maxim's.
yes. And off air, he's like, yeah, we shouldn't be talking about the product that's not great. I'm like, yeah, but your coffee is shit. He's like, no comment.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
So,
he
a few.
didn't want that on the
Yeah.
episode.
Not too many though.
Actually, good thing is that he does not work for them anymore. But still, we're not gonna mention which one.
Yeah.
In case, okay.
Yeah. Let's go to this one.
What was your favorite? Oh, that's fun. I'm not gonna answer that honestly. Who was your favorite / worst guest?
Favorite slash obviously Ben Cowling, the professor, was the favorite one.
Yes, he's
Come
actually
on.
raising his hand in the
Come
back.
on, I
And
mean,
he's like,
like-
of course. The chats with Ben have been absolutely fantastic. Worst guest? I don't know about that. I'm not comfortable. I
Cassie's
definitely
raising
have.
her hand.
Yeah, Cassie's raising her hand. And oh, yes, you are right. And you are fucking. Yes, it's Nuri Vitachi. Yeah.
How could you forget the
Yes, I'm
Nuri
sorry.
episode?
I forgot because Vivek wasn't
I
there. It was
wasn't there.
Andy and me who's actually interviewed him in this bar here. And we interviewed Nuri Vidachi again, older episode. If you go back and listen to it, and I where is he? I think he's like, he disappeared, right?
Well, he blocked me on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yes,
because
as he should. I also blocked you.
I made my whole group comment "Okay, Boomer" on every single one of his posts, and he blocked us all. And he
Yeah,
said that we
so-
were being ageist. Apparently,
Yes, that's actually the only episode. I don't think I've ever gotten angry on record on the episode for about anything, and he's the only one who got me visibly angry because he would just do this thing when and it's kind of a serious interview about like his book and his role about the protests and all of that, and he would just like we'd try to talk to him about something and he would just completely deflect it and make it was like, oh, what about like the Americans doing this to the Pakistanis? Like, that's nothing to do with what I'm saying. And that went on for like a few minutes until I got like really upset. I'm like, because you're just underestimating my intelligence. You're just answering stuff that has nothing to do with anything. You're doing this whataboutism thing. And he just wouldn't back down. And yeah, I got mad at him. Cassie.
I remember. You might have to edit this out of the episode, but I remember
Go
the
ahead.
exact thing that he said.
Yes.
You were talking about the incident in China that we don't mention.
Yes.
And he said, I do go to the vigil, but I light a candle for the soldiers.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you
Which
almost
is,
launched
yes.
yourself across the table.
Yes. I think Andy had to physically block me from throwing something at him. So definitely worst guess, you're right. I might have blocked it from just PTSD from my memory. The rest of the question is, did you ever have to / think about not releasing an episode?
No, we've always released it because like we're not going to re-record it. It's not out of respect for the recording.
Yes.
It's like I'm not doing another hour, man.
I think there was one, but it's not because of the content. It's actually because he forgot to press record.
Yeah.
But I think we had a backup on the phone, and we ended up releasing like a bad audio episode. That's the only reason why we thought about not releasing it, because it was just bad audio episode.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because of the content
No.
of it.
I don't think we've ever gone through a whole episode and be like, man, that was not good, man. We are in trouble.
I think maybe Harry Harrison's episode, we did go through it a couple of times to make sure that it's like above board.
Oh, yeah, to make
Yeah.
sure he's okay with it.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
but
was okay with
at
it.
most maybe 10 minutes into it where we don't have a good start, that we're not vibing in that sense that, it's not really funny, we don't know where we're going, we're messing up a lot, then we
Yes.
might just redo that 10 minutes. But once we're into the 20-minute mark, then we're just like free-flowing, we're surfing on the oceans, going with whatever goes.
Yeah, Harry is the cartoonist for the SCMP. Great guy, has been here forever. And he also has an episode on the podcast that if you haven't listened, highly recommended. All right, do we have... Oh, that's it, everyone.
That's
That's all the questions
All right.
we have.
Well, technically, we actually prepared a few more games to do, but we can go into the Patreon episode for that one.
Let's do a little bit more. I'm having a lot of fun. You guys having fun?
Yeah?
All right, perfect. Let's do. We have about 8 minutes of the free episode,
All right.
and then we can continue with the spicier ones.
Okay.
on the Patreon.
So the other topic we're thinking about is the game called a Newlywed Game, where
Yes.
basically
This is where we both, Vivek and I, come out on the 200th
yeah,
episode.
exactly what actually
As
yeah.
we're married.
exactly
Yes.
yeah.
I convinced him so I can have 1.5 apartments in Hong Kong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's gonna take half of it.
Yeah.
Little did he know that wasn't the marriage agreement; that was a prenup agreement. It's like, God damn it! Yeah. So the idea is that you can ask a question, and we have to immediately respond, thinking who is the person appropriate to that question. In other words, for example, like who is the one who's always late to the recordings, right? Or late to whatever. And then we would, if it's Vivek, if like for example, I think it's me, I would use the V sign in my hand. Sorry, listeners, you can't really see it, but we'll explain
Yes.
later on. If it's Mohammed, then I do the M sign downwards like that.
Yeah.
So the moment you ask it, we got to immediately, after 2 seconds, put our hands up and tell
Yes.
us what we think is the correct person.
I
for
think
that answer.
for just to make it a bit quicker, people can do it without the mic, and then we can.
Yeah.
explain.
You can just shout it out,
Yeah, you
and
can
we have
just
to
shout
answer
it
that
out.
question.
And Yeah.
Right?
So basically, who is more or who is less something.
Yeah.
And
So
it's a
usually
bit of a
like
quick.
yeah, newlyweds is always like who takes longer to get ready? It's like and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a reason I don't.
But you
I-
can also make them as weird and awkward
Yeah.
as possible because
as
we
awkward.
love
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Like any
yeah.
weird thing, just ask it, and we have to immediately, as fast as possible, give the answer the V or the M.
Yeah. Okay. And you don't need the mic for that. You can just
Yeah.
shout it out.
Don't be shy. Just shout out. What is the thing? Right there, man.
Yes,
Right there.
we both. So the question was, who's a better comedian? And both of us did.
has V.
You. He has been. He's been around for longer. He performs in 2 languages. I mean, he's okay in both languages, but there's
yeah,
still
but
2
it adds
languages.
up. It adds up. You see,
So, yeah, it
0.5
adds
to
up.
0.5
I'm
makes
very
1.
good in English, and he's okay in 2 languages. So I
Yeah.
think he wins.
That's the thing. It's a mathematical thing. I never wanted to do 2 languages, but I wanted
Yes.
to be mediocre twice.
Yes, correct.
Right? So I'm actually doing the same joke in 2 languages. ROI, people. Right? And also,
Yes.
Gary never defined what does he mean by better. You get it? Like, it could be a lot of
It's
definitions.
up
you
to
know.
us, I think.
It's up to us. But
Yes.
yeah.
So I think total, I think you're better in 2 languages just because the merit of language.
Yeah,
alone.
merit of language.
Yes.
I think also just the, as you said, the duration longer.
Yes.
On top of that, the number of gigs I do, the types of gigs I've done,
Yeah.
I would say I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm like at least if you threw me in a random gig, chances are I've done something similar
Yes.
to it. Therefore, I'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
there is a lot of there is almost no scenario where I get like a strange kind of gig the first time that he doesn't have a story already.
Yeah.
I told him one time, and that was on the podcast as well. I was like, oh, I was at this gig and John Lee was there. He's like, yeah, I performed for all of them, like him and Carrie Lamb on the same gig. I'm like, what the fuck? Who are you?
yeah.
It's
And
like
you
so
didn't even
normal for
mention
him.
this. I'm like,
yeah,
was
he
last
never
Thursday.
mentioned it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a gig I did. I went home and watched TV and went to sleep. Yeah, what about it?
Yeah. Meanwhile, I've been talking about it for a month.
Yeah,
And I met
yeah.
John Lee. He's like, yeah.
It's bizarre, man. I'll tell you, the gig was basically with John Lee's gig it was the 20th anniversary of the Hong Kong Science Park, and I was one of the co-MCs. Now, there are certain government protocols when you do rehearsals. Now, you go there a day before rehearsals, you can't make a mistake. There's like no tolerance for errors. And when you're announcing during rehearsal time, you cannot call out his name. The security is you cannot let people know that he will be there. So you have to just say, please welcome our GOH government official, kind of like that, you know. So, or guest of honor, stuff like that. And you have to keep using that during rehearsal. The problem is you muscle memory it into your mouth that you think that is the thing to say, and now you're freaking out when the real thing happens. You're like, don't say Jewish, don't say Jewish. Oh my God, don't say Jewish. And the weirdest thing is like, this person I'm about to announce, I have to make sure I don't make a mistake. Because if I make the mistake, he could do a lot of things to me.
Yeah.
Right? The irony is that it was a Cantonese gig. Me and this other MC called Sarika. We both don't look Chinese, and we go up there do the MC in Cantonese. Da, 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 da. And John,
Whoa,
whatever.
wow,
Right?
okay, take it easy.
Yeah, GOH decided. No. No, John had to go up there and do his welcoming speech. His opening thing was like, "See, Hong Kong is attracting so much new foreign talent that even our foreign talent can speak fluent Cantonese." That was literally the opening line. Now everyone in the audience was like, that makes a lot. They all knew I speak fluent Cantonese. They hired me because I speak fluent Cantonese.
But he said
they're
it, so you have to agree.
They're like, yeah, it's true. That wow, you can. And then the best thing is like the chairman of A Science Park. He doesn't listen to this. It's fine. He goes
is gonna
up.
be good.
He goes up and he looks at me and is like, Avi, your Cantonese has improved. I'm like, dude, what? I've done so many gigs with you guys. You know I speak. Oh, okay, whatever, fine. I'm like, yeah, everyday practice. I'm doing like, thanks to you.
Yeah, you can't correct him from there. That would
I
be the
can't be
last
like-
thing you do
I can't be like, and
ever.
you know what the funny thing is? Like after John finished his speech about the whole thing about complimenting my Cantonese, I was like, thank you for the compliment. Your Cantonese is also pretty good. Yeah. Nobody
Nice.
clapped. Nobody
No
clapped.
one laughed?
They were
Oh
like-
my God.
They're like,
Killer line.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah. Everyone's just like, why would you compliment? Of course, he's our chief executive. Why would you not have good Cantonese? His Mandarin's better, that kind of thing. Yeah. But I was like, I got to do it. I have to say it. I'm sorry. It's right there.
Yes,
So
yeah, it's right there.
A
Yeah.
good example of it. Him saying, like, John D's gonna be there. I'm like, Andy, what's the problem here? Just be careful. Don't
He's like,
say.
yeah, I just roasted him last week. I'm like,
yeah,
all right,
you're
I
like,
give
what the
up.
hell? Yeah. So
all right, we do a couple more. Who is
Yeah, please.
anything? Yeah,
the newlywed game, Mohammed Vivek.
newlywed.
edition.
Yeah, exactly. You have
Just throw it out. Anything you want to know between us, like who is the what?
I think again by duration more it's you.
Yeah. I would say yeah. Yeah, I agree as well. Yeah, because I was like,
because the sheer number probability.
Yeah, statistics, percentage wise,
statistically,
yeah.
yeah.
Even if it was same 2%, but if I've done 100 gigs versus like you do 50,
Yes,
then
yes.
by that nature, yeah. I've done enough bomb gigs before put aside like
Actually,
open
funny
mics.
enough, that was gonna be on the Patreon.
Yeah. Hey,
but we can touch on that a little bit.
We will
Yeah.
talk a bit about that
Yeah.
one. There's one ultimate bomb gig that I did, which I'll talk about on Patreon. However, bomb gigs I've done where the audience is all drunk. I've had, okay, I'll tell you this one is I did a Chinese banquet at Cordis Hotel in Langham Place. I know it precisely because what happens, I told them, okay, by the way, the rule is that when I'm performing, you cannot have the guests eating. They can't be eating. They'll be distracted, right? So I go up there. It's a Cantonese gig. The MC's like, right? I go up there. I say like one sentence, and they turn off the lights. And I thought, did we just lose electricity? What's going on? And the whole room starts going red color. I'm like, is this a fire drill? What's going on, right? It's a Chinese banquet. The first dish is suckling pig. And very often the suckling pig has those flashy red, blinky things on their eyes.
Yeah.
The wait staff start coming out into the ballroom, right? One by one for every table. They go stand next to the table and they don't serve the suckling pig. Everyone is saying like, "Hey, give me," and they're like, "No, we can't serve it to you until he finishes his show."
So you're standing in between people's enjoyment of suckling
the first
pig.
item on the menu. They haven't eaten yet. They're hungry.
Yes.
And they can't. They're standing next to them on the table, but they can't serve it because you
Yes.
can't eat it. And so therefore, everyone's now turning, looking at me, going like, "Shut the fuck up, man. Are you done? Ha ha ha! Very funny. Let's go, right?"
Yes, yes.
And so I asked the organizer, I'm like, "Hey, I told you they can't be eating." They're like, "Yeah, you never said you can't serve the food.
Right.
You said they can't eat it." So my new rule, honestly, I tell people like food cannot move during my set. Okay, whether it's from the kitchen to the table to their mouth. At best, from their mouth into their stomach, I can accept that. But other than that, it's not moving, right? So that's the thing. And that was one of the bad gigs where I was like, what the hell, man? Like, I'm dead. I have 15 minutes of just pure death. Where the whole audience is like, I hate you. Shut up. Yeah. So yeah, for sure.
One last one before we wrap this up.
Shout it out. Whatever it is.
Shout it out. Yeah, anyone.
Don't be shy. Whatever you're curious about. Come on. They're all thinking, they're like, what should we ask him? It's such a.
We can actually ask them back.
This is such a legit Hong Kong way to play
I know,
this game.
yeah.
Everyone's looking like, I want to ask it, but I want to ask it. You ask it. No, you ask it.
Yeah, we have exactly 1 minute.
We
for
have 1
this.
minute. Just throw it out there. Don't be shy. If there's one thing you want to see, compare the two of them. Whoa.
Oh, I think it's...
Dude, for sure. I would say.
It would be me. Yeah.
Because he used to be in the Putonghua world.
Yeah.
I wasn't. you
Yeah,
know?
I used to be in Putonghua. That sounded racist. I used to be in the Putonghua world.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah. You were just... Yes, exactly. There you go. Still are. Yes, let's end on this lovely note where we... fuck's sake.
Yeah, so if we have to end it, I have to slowly fade in the ending. Is that... Are we ending on this?
No, well, no, we'll say it.
Oh,
thank
okay,
you
yeah.
enough.
We got it. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, so we still are. Yeah, I think because of how long I've lived there, and you never had to use it at all.
No, growing up here in Hong Kong, I mean, back then, nobody really had to learn Mandarin. It was all Cantonese. They were trying to learn English, if anything. Right?
Yes.
No one actually put any preference and effort into Mandarin back then.
Yeah.
Hence why I had that issue. And again, the running joke is I can do 9 tones, but not 4 tones.
Yeah.
That's my brain. 4 tones too easy. Don't want to waste my time. 9 tones, let's start dancing, right? So there's that as well. But yeah, I believe that it will be eventually, and definitely Mohammed has better Mandarin. However, his Mandarin is pretty shit too.
Yes.
Which
that
still
is
tells
correct.
you my level must be so bad.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
Okay, I guess.
But
you know.
yes, I am the better Mandarin speaker.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for coming to this. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, cool.
So this is our 200th episode of Hong Kong. We do have some stuff planned for the next few hundred.
Let's see.
However many we have left before this eventually gets shut down. By the way, side note, maybe we can cut this, but people still ask me about that one episode, and they are amazed that we did not get in trouble because of it. If you don't know what episode is it, we can tell you offline because I don't want to bring it up again. But there is an episode where I genuinely thought we're done after this, and we survived.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So again,
It's a guest interview one, right?
Yes, a guest
yeah.
interview. There was a particular guest that was very spicy for Hong Kong, especially at the time. But yeah, the fact that we made it past that and we're still here is thanks to all of you guys supporter. Give it up for all the Patreon people as well.
Subscribers, yeah,
who've been
here, yeah.
supporting us. Patreon is very easy way to support a podcast. It's $5 a month, or 20 if you're generous. And we do bonus content, and it's just a fun way to support us. Everything that you're seeing now in person, Patreon, you can look at your own where your money went. It's all the equipment. Actually, we bought it with Patreon money, so it's very cool. And we're also building a podcast studio at one of his many apartments. We actually built it all with Patreon money. The only thing that is left is cameras, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
that's
so
all we're lacking.
Yeah, that's it. So we're gonna also move to a video podcast from hopefully early next year. Thanks to all of you guys. So thank you so much. We're Ho Hong Kong. Outro.
Right
There you
over
go.
there. Let's go.